Your energy speaks before you do. Every interaction, every connection, every so-called coincidence is filtered through the frequency you emit. Most people spend their lives chasing what they think they want: a job, a partner, respect, only to wonder why nothing sticks. The truth is simple. Your aura rejects what isn't aligned with your growth, your purpose, and your power. This isn't about luck. It's about resonance. When you evolve, when you raise your vibration, when you stop lowering yourself to please everyone, the world responds. People, opportunities, and even challenges shift to match the energy you project. The misaligned fall away. The fake can't breathe in your presence. And those meant for your life naturally gravitate toward you. Stop trying to force connections. Stop over-explaining. Stop chasing approval. Your energy is your filter, your shield, and your guide. When you master it, life stops being random. It starts being designed around you. Comment below if you've ever felt someone leave your life because they couldn't handle your energy. And don't forget to subscribe for more lessons on mastering your aura, your power, and your life. 1. Energy never lies. Only people do. Energy never lies. People do. And the truth is, your aura is constantly speaking before your mind has even processed what's happening. You've felt it before, that small, inexplicable discomfort around someone, a subtle unease you can't put into words. It isn't paranoia, it's your energy reading theirs. Your aura is like a radar, a sensor designed to detect alignment or misalignment, truth or deception, harmony or toxicity. Humans are excellent actors. They can smile, nod, and convince the world that they're genuine. But the moment they interact with you, your energy sees through the performance. Your aura doesn't care about rehearsed words, fake promises, or staged confidence. It feels the intent behind them. If someone's presence makes your chest tighten, your stomach churn, or your mind hesitate, that is your energy signaling a red flag. It's not judgment, it's protection. The people who can fool everyone else are powerless against your aura. Their hidden motives, insecurities, and lies bounce right off you. Your energy refuses what is not aligned with your growth. It doesn't care about who they are, what they've done, or how convincing their charm is. The moment something isn't meant for you, your aura rejects it. And that rejection is subtle, often invisible to the outside observer, but potent. You don't need to confront, debate, or analyze. Your body and your energy have already done the work. This is why relationships, business deals, and friendships fail for some and succeed for others. It isn't luck. It isn't timing. It's resonance. When someone doesn't match your frequency, whether through values, ambition, or integrity, your energy naturally pushes them away. That is why toxic people can't stick around your life when you're aligned with yourself. The universe doesn't need to intervene. Your aura does the clearing for you. And here's the subtle genius of it. This filtering is unconscious. You don't always need to choose to reject someone. Your aura simply refuses the energy. You feel drained, annoyed, or anxious without realizing why. Your energy doesn't lie. It's your internal truth, a silent force acting as the first line of defense. Those who sense it might mistake it for moodiness, arrogance, or distance. In reality, it's your protection system operating flawlessly. Most people ignore these signals. They overthink, rationalize, or try to force things to work. They negotiate with energy. but energy cannot be negotiated with. It either aligns or it doesn't. The moment you start respecting this, you stop wasting time on people who were never meant to stay. You stop trying to fix what is irreparably misaligned. And in doing so, you conserve your most precious resources: time, mental energy, and emotional capacity. The ultimate lesson is this: trust your energy. Stop trying to decode every word, action, or appearance. Your aura has already spoken. When someone's frequency clashes with yours, your discomfort is a signal to step back. When someone aligns, your presence feels lighter, your mind clearer, your life smoother. Energy never lies, people do. Let your aura do the filtering, silently, consistently, and without apology. When you live this way, your life becomes naturally curated. The wrong people fall away. The right people find you without effort. And you learn to operate from a space of integrity and alignment, instead of chasing validation or approval. Your aura is your compass. Don't ignore it. 2. Rejection is spiritual redirection. Rejection is never random. What you call loss, what feels like abandonment, is often nothing more than your frequency cleaning house. The universe doesn't just let people in or out of your life by chance. Your energy dictates who can survive in your space and who cannot. Every time someone leaves, every opportunity that slips, or every door that closes, it's not punishment. It's redirection. It's spiritual realignment. Think about it. How many times have you held on to something or someone only to realize later that their presence was toxic, distracting, or unaligned with your true purpose? At the moment of rejection, it feels like pain. It feels like failure. But the reality is your energy rejected them first. Your aura knew they didn't belong at your next level, even before your conscious mind could see it. What feels like loss is actually a gift, a clearing of space for what truly belongs in your life. The spiritually awake understand that rejection isn't personal. It's not about your value, and it's not about their opinion. It's about resonance. If someone cannot match your frequency, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, your life's energy will naturally push them away. You may feel sadness, frustration, or anger, but underneath that emotion is a quiet truth. The universe, through your aura, is doing the filtering for you. This concept applies to all areas of life: relationships, friendships, careers, even investments. If something leaves, it's because it wasn't aligned with your next stage of growth. And while your ego may scream, "Why me?" the spiritually aware ask, "What now?" What now is the opportunity to step fully into the next level of yourself without compromise. What now is the chance to focus your energy where it matters, on people and circumstances that are meant for you. Rejection also acts as a mirror. It reflects back your vibration and exposes what you're tolerating. If someone leaves, it may reveal patterns you've allowed, compromises you've made, or energies you've accepted that are no longer sustainable. This is a hard truth for many to digest. Rejection is not an external failure. It is an internal recalibration. Your energy doesn't just remove the misaligned, it teaches you, guides you, and elevates you in the process. The spiritually awake do not fear rejection. They embrace it as part of the system. Loss becomes a teacher, a guide, and a protector. By respecting this process, you stop wasting energy on attachment and start mastering detachment. You no longer chase, plead, or force alignment where it cannot exist. Instead, you trust the universe, your aura, and your own evolution to draw the right people and opportunities to you. Here's the most radical part. The very people who leave are often the ones you never needed. They were never designed to grow with you. Their departure isn't a void, it's an invitation to elevate, expand, and operate from a higher frequency. Those who are meant to stay will adjust, evolve, and resonate with your energy naturally. Those who are misaligned will continue to fall away until your life matches your true vibration. Rejection is a sign of alignment, not failure. It's an invisible hand pushing you toward what you're meant to have, guiding you to the level you're destined to reach. When you start seeing loss through this lens, the pain softens, the bitterness fades, and you begin to understand that every departure is actually a protection, every no, a calibration, every rejection, a spiritual redirection. In practice, this means honoring your own energy first. Stop clinging to what resists you. Stop chasing what cannot keep pace with your frequency. Trust that the universe, working through your aura, is doing the heavy lifting. Your life will become cleaner, lighter, and more purposeful. The wrong people leave, the right people arrive, and your journey accelerates. Rejection is not the end. It is the beginning of alignment. It is the universe pruning what cannot survive your next level so that you can grow into what you are meant to be. Learn to embrace it. Learn to trust it. And most importantly, learn to move forward with your frequency intact, your aura protected, and your next chapter waiting. 3. When your energy shifts, people fall away. When your energy evolves, your circle cannot stay the same. This is one of the hardest spiritual truths to accept, because growth doesn't just change you. It rearranges your entire environment. Every vibration carries a frequency, and the moment yours rises, it naturally repels what can't match it. People don't just walk away for no reason. They're pushed out by the invisible law of energetic incompatibility. Elevation always triggers separation. That's not cruelty. That's cosmic design. As your frequency ascends, you'll notice strange things begin to happen. The friend who used to call every day suddenly grows distant. The person you used to chase starts feeling irrelevant. Conversations that once felt deep now feel empty. You'll start craving solitude over social noise, truth over entertainment, alignment over attention. And this is the sign your energy has shifted. The ones who no longer resonate with your vibration will feel discomfort around you. They'll sense your change, even if they can't explain it. Some may criticize it, calling you different, arrogant, or too serious. But what's really happening is this: your new frequency exposes their stagnation. You've moved forward in spirit, while they're still anchored to the version of you that made them comfortable. They're not leaving you. Your vibration is simply ejecting what can't stay. When you evolve, your aura begins to purify. It releases attachments, obligations, and karmic loops that no longer serve your path. This can feel like loss, but it's actually liberation. The universe cannot elevate you while you're still carrying energies that drain you. Separation is not punishment, it's preparation. You're being cleared for your next level of power, clarity, and purpose. Here's the paradox. The higher you rise, the smaller your circle becomes. This is not because people are bad, but because few can withstand the intensity of authentic evolution. Growth requires silence, solitude, and self-respect, conditions most people avoid. So while they cling to comfort, you are pulled toward transformation. Your journeys diverge. Don't chase what's falling away. Let it go with grace. You must understand, alignment cannot be forced. If someone leaves your life as your energy rises, their exit is divine timing, not rejection. Trying to hold on only creates resistance. You will feel it as emotional exhaustion, confusion, or anxiety. Signals that your energy is being compromised to maintain old bonds. Your soul knows the truth long before your mind catches up. The moment you stop resisting, peace enters. You begin to attract new people, those whose energy feels lighter, whose presence inspires clarity, whose dreams mirror your own. These are your new vibrational matches. You didn't lose anyone. You graduated from them. Energy shift also reveals your boundaries. When you start valuing your time, your mental clarity, and your emotional stability, you unconsciously filter out those who don't. You no longer entertain drama, tolerate manipulation, or settle for inconsistency. Your aura becomes selective, not out of arrogance, but out of necessity. And yes, this can be lonely. Spiritual elevation always begins in isolation. That loneliness isn't a void, it's the space where your new life is forming. When your energy upgrades, you're like a snake shedding its old skin. The shedding process hurts, but it's purification in disguise. You're detaching from the energetic weight of your past self. You'll look back one day and realize every loss was alignment in motion. Every person who left was making room for someone who fits. Every unanswered message, every cold silence, every ghosting, it was all protection, not rejection. The old you attracted chaos. The new you demands peace. Let people fall away. Let old paths close. Let your vibration filter your reality. This is not about bitterness, it's about energetic honesty. When your frequency shifts, the universe rearranges everything around you to reflect it. Relationships, opportunities, and even thoughts begin to vibrate on your new level. What's meant for you will rise to meet your energy. What's not will quietly fade. You don't need to chase, you don't need to convince. Just keep evolving. The right people will always find you in the frequency you belong to. So when people fall away, don't ask, why are they leaving? Ask, what am I becoming? Because the truth is simple. Your energy always knows before your mind does. 4. Attachment blocks alignment. Attachment is one of the heaviest chains a human can carry. It's subtle, seductive, and disguised as love, loyalty, or responsibility. Yet what most people don't realize is that attachment doesn't preserve connection, it repels it. The tighter you hold, the more your energy screams desperation, insecurity, and fear. And the universe, which mirrors your vibration, cannot bring abundance to a mind or heart trapped in neediness. True power begins the moment you release. The moment you stop clinging, stop begging, stop obsessing over what you can't lose. This is not coldness, it's clarity. The people, opportunities, and circumstances meant for you will find you without coercion. What isn't meant to stay will leave effortlessly, and that's the ultimate filter for alignment. Attachment creates a false reality. You convince yourself that control equals security, that fear of loss equals love, and that your constant presence equals value. In reality, your energy becomes heavy, sticky, and unwelcoming. People feel it, often unconsciously, and it drives them away. No one wants to breathe the air of desperation. The paradox is simple. By loosening your grip, you create magnetic space. When you trust the universe's timing and honor your own worth, your frequency expands. You begin to vibrate at a level where only those truly aligned can exist. The more you release, the more effortless connection becomes. The more you let go, the more life arranges itself around you. This principle applies to relationships, friendships, business partnerships, and even personal goals. Obsession, control, or compulsion is not attraction, it's resistance. It signals that you are out of alignment with your own flow. Conversely, detachment signals strength, faith, and self-sovereignty. People are drawn to that because it represents safety and confidence, not insecurity and need. Attachment is also a teacher. It exposes the areas in yourself that crave validation and fear loss. Every time you feel the panic of someone leaving, that's your opportunity to check your energy. Are you holding on to powerlessness disguised as love? Are you clinging to a version of yourself that doesn't yet believe it deserves freedom? This is where growth begins. The truly awakened understand that love, value, and opportunity are not static objects. They are dynamic energies. You cannot own them. You can only align with them. When you trust that what belongs in your life will come without force, you stop draining your energy with futile effort. You stop negotiating your peace for temporary presence. You stop shrinking to fit someone else's timeline or desire. Clinging also blocks intuition. When your mind and heart are tethered to outcomes, your perception narrows. You cannot see what is truly supportive or what is truly toxic. You cannot distinguish between alignment and illusion because your attachment blinds you. Freedom from attachment opens the mind, clears the heart, and sharpens your radar for authentic connections. Letting go is not about loss. It is about elevation. It is about honoring your own frequency and understanding that true power lies in balance, in knowing when to engage and when to withdraw, in trusting the flow of life rather than forcing the outcome. In practice, this means you stop over-texting, over-explaining, or over-chasing. You stop trying to fix situations that are not ready to be fixed. You stop redefining your self-worth through someone else's presence or absence. Instead, you cultivate your inner world, your energy, your clarity, your magnetism. This is the energy that attracts what is truly yours, effortlessly. Remember, the universe is not punishing you when things leave. It is recalibrating you. What falls away is not rejection. It is filtration. What stays is alignment. And alignment requires freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from control, freedom from attachment. The more you trust this process, the lighter your energy becomes, the sharper your perception grows, and the more naturally your life begins to arrange itself in harmony with your highest potential. Attachment blocks alignment. Detachment is the gateway. Release, trust, rise. 5. Low vibrations can't breathe high air. Growth is often lonely. Elevation is rarely subtle. As you rise in consciousness, energy, and purpose, the people and environments that once felt comfortable suddenly become suffocating. Your vibration expands, your aura strengthens, and the frequency you emit begins to repel anything that doesn't match it. Low vibrations simply cannot breathe in high air. They cannot survive around someone who is evolving beyond their limitations. This isn't arrogance or superiority. It's physics. Energy attracts its equal and repels the opposite. When you invest in personal development, when you prioritize self-mastery, discipline, and vision, you naturally outgrow those who are unwilling or incapable of similar growth. They may not even realize it at first. What once fit neatly into your life, casual friendships, romantic partners, co-workers, or family members, may now feel off. The conversations that were once enjoyable might feel draining. The energy that was once familiar might feel heavy, and the presence that once brought comfort might now feel stifling. This is the universe filtering for alignment. It's not rejection, it's a recalibration. The discomfort others feel around you is a mirror, a reflection of their stagnation against your momentum. They may try to criticize, gossip, or drag you down, but these reactions are merely their way of reacting to your growth. It can feel painful to lose people you once loved or depended on, but this is the natural law of evolution. Growth requires pruning. Most people resist this principle because they confuse loyalty or obligation with compatibility. They cling to relationships that no longer serve their highest potential, and in doing so, they drain their energy and dilute their impact. High-frequency individuals understand that energy management is non-negotiable. Surrounding yourself with low vibrations is like trying to breathe underwater. It suffocates you and limits the life you could be building. Another key aspect is clarity. When you evolve, it's not about intentionally pushing people away. You simply stop shrinking to accommodate the limited scope of others. Your presence alone becomes a test. People either rise to meet it, or they naturally drift away. The ones who stay are those capable of meeting your new frequency, those who can support your growth instead of draining it. This is the ultimate measure of alignment. In practice, this means you begin to notice subtle signs, the discomfort, the envy, the passive aggressiveness, or the inability to celebrate your successes. It could be friends who complain, partners who criticize, or family who subtly undermine your choices. These are not coincidences. They are energy mismatches. Your job is not to fix them, but to protect your aura, protect your frequency, protect the atmosphere you carry into every interaction. High-frequency living also demands self-accountability. You can't expect others to rise if you're still trapped in low vibrations yourself. Your growth must be authentic and consistent. When your energy is elevated, your presence radiates confidence, clarity, and purpose. This energy cannot be faked. The universe will align opportunities, relationships, and experiences with your frequency, but only if you are committed to sustaining it. The paradox is that while this evolution may feel isolating, it is also liberating. You no longer need validation from those who cannot match your level. You no longer invest energy in maintaining appearances for people who are stagnant. You no longer compromise your vibration to avoid conflict or discomfort. Instead, you cultivate space for what truly belongs, the people, opportunities, and experiences that can breathe freely in your high air. Ultimately, this is the art of energy sovereignty. You cannot change someone else's vibration, and you shouldn't try. Your role is to maintain yours. Let the universe do the sorting. The low vibrations that suffocate will leave on their own. The high vibrations that resonate will thrive. Your job is to rise unapologetically and sustain your frequency, knowing that alignment is the reward. Remember, high air isn't for everyone, and that's not a failure, that's a blessing. Growth demands it. Evolution enforces it. Your presence becomes a filter, your energy becomes a signal, and your aura becomes the ultimate measure of who belongs and who does not. Breathe high, rise above. Let the weak suffocate in their own stagnation. 6. The universe responds to frequency, not begging. Manifestation isn't a matter of asking, wishing, or trying harder. The universe doesn't respond to words, promises, or desperate pleas. It responds to vibration, the energy you radiate consistently over time. Your frequency sets the stage for what enters your life. Desire alone is insufficient. Only alignment with your own energy magnetizes the people, opportunities, and circumstances you seek. Most people operate at a low vibration without realizing it. They beg for success, validation, love, or approval. They plead through social media, over-communicate in relationships, or push themselves into opportunities they are not ready for. Yet, all of this effort falls flat because it lacks resonance. Energy precedes matter. Your aura sets the blueprint. You can speak about ambition, love, or abundance endlessly, but if your vibration doesn't match, the universe ignores the words and mirrors back your actual frequency. Vibration is more than positivity or confidence. It's the culmination of your habits, mindset, body language, emotional resilience, and clarity of purpose. A man or woman living in high-frequency alignment carries an aura of certainty. Every action, thought, and word resonates with this energy. People feel it instinctively. Doors open without effort. Opportunities arise naturally. What you desire flows toward you effortlessly, not because you begged or coerced, but because your energy harmonizes with the reality you seek. When you operate at a low frequency, begging becomes a cycle of futility. You may try to manipulate, over-communicate, or overcompensate, thinking that effort equals results. But the universe mirrors what you are, not what you claim to be. If your energy carries doubt, fear, or desperation, the world will reflect that. Your outcomes will be fragmented, relationships will falter, and opportunities will slip away. Manifestation is not persuasion. It is alignment. A key practice is energy awareness. Observe how you feel before you act. Notice how your vibration shifts when you chase, plead, or seek external validation. High frequency doesn't mean arrogance or detachment from reality. It means operating from a place of authenticity, confidence, and energetic coherence. When you radiate certainty, clarity, and self-mastery, the universe begins to respond in kind. People, opportunities, and resources are drawn to you like a magnet. Another crucial element is patience. Alignment doesn't always produce instant results. The universe moves in cycles, and timing is essential. A high-frequency vibration positions you to receive, but it cannot force outcomes. Trying to rush or manipulate the process disrupts resonance. The moment you accept that manifestation flows through alignment rather than control, you enter the flow state of life, a space where effort becomes effortless and resistance dissolves. The lesson here is simple but rarely understood. Stop begging. Stop convincing, pleading, or over-explaining. Stop attaching your self-worth to outcomes that are beyond your control. Instead, focus on refining your frequency. Invest in your growth, cultivate emotional resilience, maintain clarity of purpose, and embody the reality you wish to attract. The universe will respond automatically to this energy. Even your interactions with people are a reflection of this principle. Relationships thrive when both parties resonate at compatible frequencies. Trying to convince someone to like you, respect you, or invest in you is always energy misalignment. When you hold your frequency, the right people naturally enter your orbit. The wrong ones naturally leave. The universe mirrors your energy, not your arguments, explanations, or efforts to persuade. Ultimately, the principle of frequency over desire is the key to effortless manifestation. It frees you from chasing, overexerting, or trying to control the uncontrollable. It teaches that your inner state, your vibration, dictates the external results you experience. Master your energy, align with your purpose, and let the universe respond to the resonance you naturally create. Remember, desire alone is weak. Words without alignment are empty. Only your frequency has the power to manifest what is meant for you. Align, elevate, radiate, and watch the universe mirror your energy. 7. Pain is how energy recalibrates. Pain is rarely random. Every heartbreak, betrayal, or failure you experience carries an energetic purpose. The universe doesn't punish, it calibrates. Every loss, disappointment, or setback is designed to clear what no longer serves your growth. When something or someone leaves your life, it often feels devastating. But from a higher perspective, it's precision surgery on your energy, removing what would otherwise block your evolution. Most people interpret pain as a curse. They blame themselves, blame others, or fall into cycles of resentment. This is low-frequency thinking. Pain is not a reflection of inadequacy. It is a reflection of misalignment. When your energy rises to a new level, it inevitably repels people, situations, and environments that are incompatible with your evolution. Heartbreak, failure, and betrayal are simply indicators that your frequency has shifted, and the world is now responding to that shift. Think of energy like a garden. Growth requires pruning. Dead branches must fall away so that new life can flourish. Similarly, the emotional and energetic debris in your life must be removed to make room for expansion. Every betrayal teaches boundaries. Every failure reveals strategy. Every heartbreak exposes your blind spots. Pain is not the enemy. Stagnation is. Pain signals the pruning necessary for your personal and energetic growth. This is why some people remain stuck. They avoid or numb their pain, seeking comfort in distractions or temporary pleasures. They fail to allow the recalibration to occur, resisting the energetic clearing that would elevate them. The universe cannot force growth. It can only create circumstances that demand it. Pain forces alignment. It forces reflection. It forces refinement. Those who embrace it evolve faster than those who chase comfort. Energetic recalibration also clarifies relationships. When a betrayal occurs, it often exposes who is aligned with your frequency and who is not. Pain teaches discernment. It reveals parasitic connections, shallow alliances, and conditional love. Those who leave or hurt you in your moments of transformation are not failures. They are mirrors of misalignment. Your energy is recalibrating, and they are simply being removed to preserve your future growth. Another layer of this principle lies in personal mastery. Pain is a tool for refinement. It forces you to confront your weaknesses, your unresolved emotions, and the patterns you perpetuate unconsciously. Each emotional wound is a training ground for resilience, discipline, and clarity. Those who face their pain with awareness and discipline emerge stronger, more focused, and more magnetic. Pain becomes not a setback, but a supercharger for your energy. Notice how periods of suffering often precede breakthroughs. Pain strips away illusions, forcing clarity on what truly matters. Loss teaches value. Betrayal teaches trust, calibration. Failure teaches strategy. Without pain, many would continue operating at the same frequency, surrounded by misaligned people and pursuing unworthy goals. Pain is the energetic filter, separating what serves your growth from what hinders it. It's also important to understand that this is not passive. Energy recalibration demands active participation. You must process, integrate, and release. Suppression or avoidance only delays the clearing. Journaling, reflection, meditation, and disciplined action are all methods of working with pain rather than being consumed by it. Every moment of suffering can be transformed into insight, power, and momentum if you allow it to recalibrate your energy. Finally, embracing this principle changes your relationship with life. You no longer fear pain. You anticipate it as a sign of evolution. Heartbreak, betrayal, and failure become allies, not enemies. You understand that what leaves you, what hurts you, and what challenges you is often clearing space for something far greater, a reality aligned with your elevated frequency. Pain is not punishment. Pain is energetic surgery. Pain is the universe recalibrating you for the next level of existence. When you stop resisting, when you stop labeling suffering as injustice, you allow your energy to ascend naturally. Pain is the door. Your choice to embrace it opens the path to expansion. 8. Your aura is your shield. Your aura is not just an abstract concept. It is a living field of energy that precedes you in every interaction. It is the vibration you emit before you say a word, the frequency that others unconsciously read, and the magnetism that either attracts or repels people, opportunities, and circumstances. When you stop chasing, stop forcing, and stop compromising your energy to fit what others expect, your aura becomes your most powerful shield. Most people operate as energy leeches. They chase, beg, and cling to validation, giving away pieces of their vibration in exchange for temporary attention or approval. This lowers their frequency, making them susceptible to manipulation and alignment with mediocrity. But when you stop chasing, when you choose instead to radiate from a place of inner sovereignty, you create a force field that filters everything around you. Only what is compatible with your energy can survive your orbit. Everything else is gently but firmly repelled. Your aura shields you in subtle yet profound ways. It signals your boundaries without confrontation. It communicates your value without boasting. It filters relationships, showing who is aligned and who is not. When you walk into a room, people feel your presence even before they see your face. They sense your energy, and their behavior adjusts accordingly. The universe itself responds to this field, bending opportunities and paths to meet you where your vibration is strongest. This is why effort often fails while presence succeeds. You can chase endlessly, pleading for attention, but you will exhaust your energy and attract misalignment. Radiating, however, draws naturally. When your frequency is clear, your purpose aligned, and your energy unbroken, the right people and circumstances cannot help but gravitate toward you. You become magnetic because you are unapologetically whole, and the universe mirrors that wholeness. An aura is strengthened through self-mastery. Physical health, mental clarity, emotional regulation, and spiritual alignment all contribute to the vibration you emit. A man or woman who neglects these aspects will have gaps in their shield, letting in negativity and misalignment. Conversely, someone who actively cultivates themselves, who invests in their mind, body, and spirit, becomes untouchable. Criticism bounces off, toxic energy slides past, and their presence commands respect. Importantly, your aura does not discriminate by intention. People will feel your energy whether you interact with them consciously or not. A high vibration aura protects without effort. It naturally discourages those who drain, deceive, or distract, while inviting those who contribute, elevate, and expand. It creates an invisible but impenetrable layer of security around your life, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. When you combine presence with detachment, your aura becomes even more formidable. Detachment is not coldness. It is alignment. By valuing yourself over the approval of others, you radiate a frequency that repels manipulation and dependency. You no longer seek, you allow. This subtle shift transforms your relationships, your career, and your personal growth. Life bends to your energy because you have stopped bending to life. Finally, understanding your aura empowers you to live intentionally. You begin to see patterns, the people, situations, and habits that cannot survive your vibration. You no longer fear loss or rejection because you realize they are part of the energetic filtration system. Your shield protects you while also guiding you toward expansion, abundance, and alignment. In essence, mastering your aura is mastering the invisible rules of life itself. Your aura is your shield, your magnet, and your compass. When you stop chasing and start radiating, life stops being a series of struggles. Instead, the right people, the right paths, and the right opportunities orbit you effortlessly. Your energy is no longer vulnerable. It is sovereign. The more you honor, protect, and elevate it, the more life conspires to work in your favor. Radiate. Let your aura be the armor that keeps what isn't meant for you at bay, and the beacon that draws what is. Your energy is your ultimate asset. It protects, guides, and elevates you, long before words are spoken or actions are taken. When you stop chasing, stop compromising, and stop bending for what isn't aligned, your aura becomes both shield and magnet. Life no longer drags you into misalignment. It bends toward your frequency, bringing the right people, opportunities, and circumstances effortlessly into your orbit. Remember, your aura doesn't just reject what isn't meant for you. It reveals who and what deserves to stay. Respect it, protect it, elevate it. If this resonated with you, don't just read, take action. Start radiating intentionally today. And if you want more insights on mastering energy, personal power, and life's hidden rules, comment your thoughts below and hit subscribe to join the movement of those who live on their own frequency.